And we should, possibly remotely, maybe one of these days, in one form or fashion, be live. And I don't know how long I can make that. I can't think of too many more things to add to that, so we might have to come up with a different intro. I forget what Marocas is, or I could steal that one. For those of you that don't know Maroka, you missed an era. They were mostly known for their, I've just forgotten the name of the game. Something Knights. We were literally talking about it yesterday. How that was basically my Diablo 2 for them. It was... Where is that? Spiral Knights. There we go. That's the game I was thinking of. Yeah. Spiral Knights was basically what Diablo was for me. Or is, because I still do Diablo. I don't think they do Spiral Knight stuff anymore. I think it's still up, the game. They have, I want to say 300 or so videos on it. But they also did reviews. They do much better reviews than I do. But they do them much more infrequently. But yeah, they get the same views as me with 1/6 the subscribers, if that tells you how good they are. So yeah, definitely go check that out. They tend to do more kind of laid back and chill games. I tend to do more RPGs. But either way, Deningrad. Let's go ahead and enter this place. We have a few things we can get in Deningrad. I think this is just the castle of Deningrad. We're at the point that I really don't remember anything else that happens, because it has been like 2 decades since I've been here. That's like asking me to remember my childhood homes. It's cold. I'm from Tiburoa, and this cold weather is too harsh for me. It's cold. I prefer cold. I 100% prefer cold. I already have a river of sweat running down my back, sitting here, because it is not cold here. Let's see. We are not warriors. It's too dangerous to go through the evergreen forest. The sea dragon in Illicit Bay is gone, but we still cannot go through... Oh, okay. Recently, the evergreen forest has become the nest of monsters. The animals in the forest are have turned into monsters. Okay. You guys are very redundant on stuff. Okay. So we have Crystal Palace, Throne Room, Shop area. A lot of these are after event, note. Yeah, they're all after event, so we're not going to be able to get them right away. We have to wait for event. Hello. I was just married the other day. I'm happy as a lark. Aw, they're happy. I'm happy for them. We were married and blessed by Bishop Dill. Is he Dillweed? Yay. But yeah, we will get as much of the Stardust as possible. We're broke, so we can't really buy new equipment, but hey, we have a really good helmet. What do we have for sale? We still need to go back and get our reward. Tomahawk, which actually is a decent boost for him. We have Spear of Terror, which frightens enemies, which doubles the damage against them. Diamond Claw is a boost for him. It looks like this is going to be a very decent boost for us. So basically, he can set it up where he gets SP for both of them. Jeweled Crown we already have floating around. Stardust Boots. 5% evasion on Stardust Boots. Petrification. Armor of Legend. Damage from physical attacks. So that is basically the armor equivalent of what we already got on them. So what we need, what we unfortunately need, is another 70,000 gold. I say another. We still haven't even gotten to 70,000 gold. We need 10,000 gold to get an Armor of Legend. But generally speaking, magic damage is what you're going to be running into mostly at the end of the game. I do remember that being a thing. So having characters that are not particularly durable to magic kind of sucks. Okay, so we've got lightning here. Do we actually have room to get rid of stuff? We need to use those spirit potions. I'll use them later. We'll go ahead and get rid of the body purifier. We only need 2 of each of the purifiers. Depetrifier we'll keep 2 of as well. Because none of these get rid of petrify. It is specific. Speed up we keep. Total vanishing we keep. Recovery ball we can sell. And that means we have enough room to buy some buffs. Bracelet can just go away now. Let's see. Healing Breeze we have enough of. I think I do just buy... I think we'll do 2... I will do 2 Thunderbolt, and I'm debating whether it's 3 or 4 Sparknet. Let's just do 4. We're fine if we get a little bit low on money. I need to save up and actually get them better weapons and stuff, but not a huge issue. I don't know when the event happens. It's a warm day today. Okay. Why is it warm today? And how are we doing on... We're actually pretty busted on mana. We need more. Require additional methane gas. It's Vespine gas, methane gas is farts, I know. A religious center, the Milsiso National Church, is at the top of these stairs. Cool, we can go to church. Take me to church. I'm moved every time I listen to Bishop Dill's preaching. Won't you go listen to it? Sure, I'll go listen to it in a minute, after I've checked everything. Do you like books too? Then go to the city's National Library. You can find any book there. Can I find a manual of health there? +1 constitution? Wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind getting myself a little bit of extra durability. It's said that the divine tree that lives in our heart and the last fruit have been protected from evil by signets created by the ancient Wingleys. The legend goes, when the signet is broken, the end of the world approaches. Just like the last fruit, we humans are one of the fruits given life by the divine tree. For the end of the world to be a mere legend, we must remove evil from our hearts and live honestly. And live in honesty, sorry. It is our mission as children of the divine tree. Achoo. Sorry, that's the divine sneeze. Like how everyone's just leaving now. Hi. I have no control over the characters at the moment. Greetings and saturations. A divine tree. I've never heard of it. We still don't know what the objectives are for Lloyd. Any information could be helpful. Oh, you must be travelers. Welcome to Deningrad. My name is Bishop Dilly. I serve the divine tree. You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. And he's yes, it is the divine tree, but this is what we imagine. Nobody has seen the real tree. Nonetheless, we believe in it. It is the source of life and harmony. Would you like to know more about the divine tree? Sure, why not? Ooh, cutscene.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the Creator saw, descended from the sky. and his followers created the world. In the end, Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree. The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created to fill the world with life. The divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by the signet of Soa.
The signet of Soa? Soa what? I do like the cinematics in this. It is like this. The world was established with a fate determined by Soa. God's tree sown by Soa is the divine tree. If you would like to find out more about this, you can go to the National Library. And he can step in the treasury of knowledge. Yeah. He's so giddy about it. I'm so happy for him. The treasure of knowledge is shining and calling me. Let's go! For some reason, I think I kind of understand Albert, despite his pompous upbringing. Who are you people? Do you realize that you are talking to the librarian Oot? So, what do you want? Have you interrupted my ceremony for no reason? Don't like stubborn old guys because I want to be an adorable old guy. He's neither. Did you say something? Please wait. We were told by Bishop Dilly, that there is a wonderful library here. If you want, you can just go to the library. Oh, wait. I locked the door when I left. So, could you open it? I would love the opportunity to touch such treasures of intelligence. Oh, wrong person. I keep mixing them up because I don't look at the name before I start reading. But it's fine. You guys get to deal with everybody talking weird. It's not the end of the world. All right, stop looking at me like that. Yay. I'll let you in now. And we have to stand here and watch him walk slowly. He's such a haughty old guy. He's a hottie, all right. Eye waggle. He used a dragon and a dragoon in Serdio and in Tiburoa. He obtained the cooperation of a wingly. We don't know what he'll do here. Destroy the world. Actually, I have to wonder if it is an Armageddon prophecy of some sort. A lot of games, JRPGs especially, in the era loved their Armageddon prophecies. Basically, end of the world to start a new one kind of situation, or end of the world to ascend. That is generally how these things go. Will we end up winning? Probably. Eventually, we will. Women are running this country. Queen Teresa and the 4 Sacred Sisters. All of them are women. 4 Sacred Sisters are the incarnation of the power of the Queen Teresa. They are the symbols of the Queen. Okay, so this is the inn. And I don't think we can even get to the 2nd floor, can we? No, it's blocked off at the moment. Those 2 are still optimistic. Okay, so these are the optimistic ones. I mean, if you made an entire palace out of crystal, it probably would be pretty impressive. And this is just the inn. Blech. I mean, we're gonna have to, but that's expensive. Might be worth walking all the way back and just getting the 20 gold place. You guys charge an arm and a leg. That's like 3 fights. That's a lot of money, 50 gold. A nice day today. Let's have a cuppa. Young people like you can't imagine how wonderful quiet life is with just me and my wife. My wife? I'm having the time of my life now, living quietly alone with my wife. Yes, I will. I'm not frequently doing silly voices, but I've had coffee within the last about 10 seconds. So, yes. I will be doing weird voices until the caffeine wears off. I have about a little bit over, a bit more than a teaspoon worth of coffee left. I was drinking it before the start of this because I had to get up and do some early recordings because I'm bringing normal Let's Plays back. And I am getting ready to finish up a script for reviews, and I'm going to try to get those back to weekly. That castle is pretty like a crystal, isn't it? They say the building was used by a now extinct species. I learned it in school. No duh. The Milsaso National Library. It's filled with all those difficult books. It's boring. Bite me, kid. Libraries are not boring. They're fonts of knowledge. They are a well to inform you. I just kind of wish we could get our party back. We're missing, like, the 2 characters I wanted to play with. They both just distinctly left. Yippee! Oh, ew. I'm not gonna do a yeek. I'll do a yippee! I told you, play quietly in the house. They do not have indoor voices. I don't really have an indoor voice either, so I can't comment too much on that. But... I either talk way too quiet or my voice just carries like for 12 miles. I am sorry, that's just what it do. This is the knowledge source of the Endiness. Go look for anything you want. Yay. The entire wall is filled with books. No duh. That's what a library'd be doing. I mean, technically, I don't have an entire wall filled with books. I have 2 bookshelves filled with books. And I have a bookshelf filled with video games. So... I have a library. It's just a diverse library. My movies are on the one with the video games, but they're at the bottom. Maybe we can find out something about mirages in the moon that never sets. I have thought about selling them, yes. But at the same time, it's kind of like last resort situation. Because I know I will regret it as soon as I get rid of them. Doesn't looking at these things all the time have an effect on you? It made me wise! Gigantos lose the books. Ah, do they have more of a spine than you, Kongold? We can say that the Serdian War was started from the Dragoon spirit that was brought by Lloyd. Okay, cool. Let's just go for it. I have to use my brain for the first time in a long time. Yeah, the brain up top, not the brain at the bottom, Hashel. They will be back when they finish with their errands. We have to do what we can do now. I don't know what errands Rose went on. I understand what Meru did. She went off to see her family because she's a freaking wingly, but... You guess? Kongo cannot read human characters. Kongo looks pictures. Winglies are people with wings of light who employ magical power. They had their glory 11,000 years ago and had enormous magical power that could float colossal cities. I mean, they became extinct after their war with humans who were seeking their liberation. But Lennis, who was a Wingly, was alive. Besides, us Dragoons are supposed to be only a legend. A legend does not necessarily tell the truth. Humans and dragons. No, dragoons and dragons. And what is this? Virage manipulated by the Winglies. Or did the Virage manipulate the Winglies themselves? Maybe. This book is talking about divine moon objects, but they're just divine objects from a legend to begin with. Oh. He wants all the divine moon objects. He wants the power of the moon. After the Dragon campaign, humans controlled the continent of Endinus and divided the continent into 4 and established 3 new countries. To the east, Serdio. To the south, Tibaroa. To the north, Milsiso. Okay. And to the west of the continent, the untouched land, the Death Frontier. Each country shared 3 divine objects inherited from the Winglies as proof of their alliance. The divine moon objects are said to conceal magic power, however their usage is unknown. Ruby. Your myths are worthless if you can't tell us anything. You fools. Seems all the wisdom that humans can possibly know is here. I'm reading this book on politics. Groovy. Yes, indeed. Now let me read the portion that talks about dragoons. Oh, dragons. According to this, dragons are the second most powerful species of all 107 creatures given life by the Divine Tree. Their attacks and life power overwhelm others. However, the creator Soa created a balance by reducing the dragon's intelligence. I hate the meme of dumb dragons. I prefer smart dragons. I prefer fast zombies, too. Give them a competitive advantage with other competitive advantages is not unheard of in nature. Let it happen in your games. Let the dragons be smart. Let the zombies be fast. If they're going to be effective, they need all the advantages they can get. They wouldn't just evolve to be slow to make it balanced, if that makes sense. There's very few creatures that are not parasitic that want to do that. That want to be eaten, that is. Or defeated. So, yeah, let them develop intelligence. They were to be controlled by humans with their wisdom. During the Dragon campaign 11,000 years ago, they had fierce battles against Virages manipulated by Winglies and couldn't avoid being annihilated. But they weren't annihilated, like the book says. Yeah, they're all around. Everything legendary still exists. We're fine. We only know what... Well, we've only had story mention of like 4 or 5 if you count the Gigantos. So it's Gigantos, humans, Winglies... dragons and visages are the only things we've actually had mentioned story-wise that I know, that I can recall at least. Are you done with your research? Doesn't seem like it. Take your time. We got to talk to everybody. The heroes of the Dragon campaign. According to this, we are the first new Dragoons to come along since that time. Dragoons are to be called when history requires them. When history requires you. That's why they made a video game about it. Yes, I am making a facetious joke there. Lavitz was a Dragoon, and Grim, Dole, and Lennis too. Were their deaths necessary? Probably. I mean, they were necessary to progress the game. However, it all started out from the Dragoon spirit that Lloyd brought. If Lloyd is a part of history that is necessary, then our journey seems to be dragged along by his fate. In spite of the fact that they were humans, the 7 heroes who led the Dragon campaign to victory 11,000 years ago crossed the sky and cast spells. After they fulfilled their roles, they vanished with the Dragoon spirits as if it were some unavoidable fate. Well, we kind of saw what happened to them in the cinematic, where they were all just dying. We're going to get another... Oh, yeah, because it's the 30-minute break. I hate that. I will say I hate that every single time I stream and notice that the ad break is incoming. This legend seems to be telling us that after this journey, we will vanish. Will you now? I don't think you will. I think you'll die along the way like 7 times. As we hit the difficulty spike. It led to the Dragon campaign. Okay, do we actually have any other things here? We do have this. We'll do this before we go and talk to him again, because I have a feeling that's going to be end of discussion. Beginning and ending of the Dragon campaign. It's a wall painting with the theme of the Dragon campaign. They do like redundancy. These are the Dragoons during the Dragon campaign. Wonder if one of them's a picture of Rose. Divine Tree. Must be the Winglies on there. Relics from Neat the Tragic Village. You remember who else is from Neat, right? The Saint Luvia. That is the ghost ship. Model of the Divine Dragon based on what people imagined. Groovy. Alright, I thought I just heard something weird. Hopefully it's nothing. Time to talk to him. It led to the Dragon campaign. What do you need? Are you acting superior again? Of course, I am superior. I prefer being hit with girls over feeling superior. I don't care about those things. Yeah, yes, we are interested in the Dragon campaign. Winglies, divine mood objects, dragons, and dragoons. These all had something to do with the Dragon campaign. Then Lloyd has something to do with the dragon. Yeah, we've established this. We don't need to say dragons 27 more times in this 5-minute segment. Maybe I can be of assistance. Tell us, Oot. Tell us a boot at Oot. This is the Legend of the Dragon campaign that I know. Oh, do we get into second cinematic already? Maybe.
There were 7 Dragoon warriors in the Legend of the Dragon campaign. Dragoons, reputed to be the incarnation of dragons. With dragons at their side, the Dragoons fought boldly. However, in the age when the legend was reality, the Winglies dominated all, even the gods. The gods answered to dictator Melbu Frama's prayers and granted him ultimate power. But the power was abused. The earth of Saint Imperial Gloriano was scorched by the gods' fire and became ashen. The anger and sadness of the people was fuel for the Dragoons' cause. Then at last they freed the gods. Without the gods' power, the Winglies perished, and our age, the human age, began. Thereafter, the gods floated in the sky. For 11,000 years, they have been looking over the world as the moon that never sets.
You don't say. We got that in just before the ad hit as well. That's the story, and that is nothing like I imagined his voice being. You are. I am a librarian, and I have chain smoked for 97 years. I growl into microphones. God, that hurts my throat. Water! Did you find out something related to Lloyd? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna read him how I wanna read him. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. You're already here, so you might as well check the reference room upstairs. Are there any more books? Oh, no. Oh. No, it contains the historical material for mills or so. For other people, it may seem to be mere trash. However, for our country, they are all historic objects. This is something left by the black monster that brought an inferno down on this country. Why, yes. It's already been 18 years. It's surprising a young man like you knows about it. God, are you a survivor from the village? We already went up there. We already know it's up there.
This is the stained glass of the Church of Neat. Do you remember seeing this?
Yes, I faintly, but I do remember.
It was really a monster. These are the only things that survived the Black Flame.
You know about what happened to Neat back then? Any survivors, or? I know only one.
You!
Oh, the second sacred sister of Milsiso, Sister Luana.
It seems you don't know her. However, I can tell you a little bit about the Black Monster. There was a legend about the Black Monster and the Moonchild. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
It is ironic, but...
Another cinematic? Nope.
The people who visit the church in Neat pray for their own happiness by looking at this stained glass, which shows the legend of the Black Monster and the Moonchild.
Why
It is.
did the gods create him? The Black Monster. He appears in various legends as a demon who rebels against and devours the gods. An evil plague that rejects peace in the world. The god that is the moon that never sets. The moon that never sets glows red every 108 years. It is a sign that a herald will be sent to Earth. The herald is known to us as the Moonchild. The legend says the Moonchild revives the gods on Earth and purifies the world. The Black Monster abhors, hates, and despises it, and kills the Moonchild. This sad karma is endless. This god stays forever in the sky, and the world is in never-ending chaos.
Moonchild versus Black Monster. I was expecting there to be more dialogue to go with the extra long cinematic there. Oh. Nothing has changed. Am I hesitating? It's silly. Oh, we are just Rose now. Did we just leave and, like, get her a bunch of XP?
Mother, I am back. Mother, it's been a while since the tragic day I lost my sight. I am able to see today thanks to the love of many people like Seti here. May the divine tree bless all the victims of the tragedy. Who is it?
I didn't mean to surprise you.
You are just a traveler. Please don't be alarmed.
If that was all it took to disarm a situation. Second sister would not survive very long.
There are people of Neat and my mother sleeping here. Are you here to visit the grave, too? I guess so. Then you know about Neat?
Yeah. She did it. Just speculation. And, yep. Where's Princess Luvia? I will never tell you. Princess Luvia.
I can't see, Mom. I'm scared. Don't come any closer.
Where is Princess Luvia? Where did you hide the moon child?
Okay, we don't know. What kind of spitefulness do you have towards our village?
You want to die with your daughter?
Mom, I'm scared. Princess Luvia left for the sea. This must be enough to satisfy you. Now leave this village.
The chance to eliminate the Moonchild comes only once every 108 years. It's a time of birth when the moon glows a blood color. The newly born Moonchild has a magic power. That magic power changes everyone around into an evangelist for the god. A servant to help prepare for the descending of the god. My objectives will not be satisfied until I kill every single person who is present as the Moonchild pass through. Oh no.
It was a miracle that I survived.
I see, then you were blinded back then.
Yes, however, the god imparted me with something else.
Sister Luana can see people's souls, but she can feel their pain too. Because of this, Sister Luana has suffered.
Oh, now I can appreciate this power that I have because it allows me to heal the pains in people's hearts. If you need to heal the pain in your heart, please tell me. I can help you.
That's not necessary.
By the way, are you done? Yes, I will go back to Denengrad soon.
May I join you? Even if you are with knights, the forest is filled with dangerous monsters. I can protect you from them. I wouldn't just trust some random stranger that walks up to me and say, I can protect you in the forest. Huzzah.
It's been a long time. I wonder if everybody's doing all right. I wonder if they feel lonely without me.
Wowza!
Hey, watch it!
Who is this coming through the boundary? Who are you, not knowing me? Meru? Is that you, Meru? Gorana? And the reveal. I was pretty sure she was a Wingly. Long time no see, you look great. You think I'm really great? How could you leave without telling me? Where have you been? Hey, come all the way back here. You don't need to yell at me. Aren't you happy to see me? Yes, Gorara. Leaving the forest is our taboo. You left the forest, so I don't know if everybody else in the forest will forgive you, Meru. Who cares about taboos? Everybody in this forest. And the humans outside. Both of us are living in the same world. How come we have to draw a line and lock ourselves into like this? That's what I want to know. I've been living in this forest forever. Which I knew. I'm going to ask the ancestor. I won't ask you anymore. Oh. We're going to ask the ancestor. Oh, God. I think we are in Wingly Forest, right? We are. So Guara's room to the far right, and below the pink healing room on the right side pillar glowing with 6 bloody lights. I don't know if we'll actually get a chance to get the Stardust while we're here. So there's the healing room. I don't know where Guara's room is going to be. There's no place to come home to, Meru. I mean, Meru can probably kick their ass. You are the black sheep of the proud Winglies. How dare you shamelessly come back? I thought you were satisfied with your decadent human life, weren't you? Ardell, what the hell are you talking about? Go back to the humans. And wait there for the moment we destroy the humans. You left the forest of your own volition. How come you came back? Just wanted to see everybody. Leaving the forest is an unforgivable mortal sin. Didn't you know what that whenever you left for the world of humans? As well as that, you could never come back here. Yes, I did, but it's strange. The world is 100 times bigger than this forest. There are, of course, bad humans, but there are many good humans too. You never met them, and you shouldn't hate them. There are people who hate and detest humans just because they are human, but their number is few. We just want to protect our life, that's all. Humans have always been afraid of the magic power of the Winglies. The fear eventually turns itself into a need to tyrannize us and take some action, either to subjugate or kill the Winglies. I mean, cliche story, but true. People tend to fear that which is different, especially if that different thing has any sort of power. That's why we need our own world, like this forest, where humans cannot enter. Go back to the other world. Your existence angers the others. I understand. I'll leave.
Mother!
Leave the girl alone. Shitty dad. Shitty dad alert! We are going. It must be hard for you, but you must go back, Meru. Wow, imagine if... That's culty. Imagine if you got, like, banished from coming home because you left the cult for a day. I don't think they'll let us back in here. Let me by. Let me by. Everything I want is in there. I want your Stardust. I'm gonna get your Stardust. What are you doing? Quiet. I want to talk between just the two of us. It seems you received a horrible welcome. Stop talking tough, Meru. It was just bad timing. Everybody is feeling tense lately. Is that so? Is that my fault too? No, recently the earth is surging. Don't you feel it? The animals in the forest, yeah, they're acting savage because bad things are happening. Thank you for the follow, by the way. This must be the cause, but what is this? Ancestor Blano said it is an omen of a dragon coming back to life. And it is not the usual one. Even our ancestors, who had much stronger magic power, couldn't defeat it. It's the, strongest dragon of all. The king of dragons! With 7 magical eyes. We're going to have to kill all 7. The divine dragon. The ancestor says that the seal was half dissolved. That's why everybody's nervous. We have a dragon buster and a dragon block staff. We do. Sword for killing dragons. The dragon's buster has been... Oh, he's... we know who got that. And the talk you wanted between just the two of us was about the dragon. That too, but what I really wanted to tell you is something else. Don't leave me. I want you to be at my side. I can protect you if everybody opposes you. You'll be hated as well. Yeah, he will be, because he's siding with a traitor. I gotta go. Everybody's waiting for me. You have friends. They're all cool. They show me and teach me many things. Ciao. Ciao, Bella. We're all these places with bloody freaking dust that I can't get. And a lot of cinematics, Jeebus. This is what, our fourth one today?
Looky, it's a dragon. With as many eyes as the beholder.
And as many wings as a biblically accurate angel. How would you fly with 6 wings? Seriously. What are you going to do? Are you going to pursue that man, Lloyd?
When you get time, go visit Neat. You cannot change the past, however, you can face it. By facing it, maybe you can find out where they are from and where you want to go.
Are you sure?
I guess he wasn't just a snob. I mean, you can be empathetic and helpful and an asshole at the same time. It is entirely possible.
Just felt a little shiver, that's all. Feel something is wrong. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to turn my headphones down because it's really loud in here. There we go. That just means I'm not going to be able to hear the cinematics whenever we get our 5th one for this session. We're only 47 minutes in. That averages 1 cinematic every 10 minutes. Disc 3 already has as many. I think we actually have as many cinematics in Disc 3 as we've had in most of the rest of the game. I think we've had, what, 5 or 6 up to this point? Proper cinematics, not just entry scenes. Oh, it changed my party. A Hashel. I mean, fine. I'm not really attached to the 3rd character. What's the ceremony going on there, bud? It said we should go to Neat. Thing is, I don't know where Neat is. Rose, did you find out anything about Lloyd? No, there's no trace yet. This is Luana and Seti. Excuse me, but you had some changes to in your body recently. Now I can walk outside. How can I thank you? Aw. I'd like to talk to you. Can we go someplace else? Oh no, lore reveals. Sacred Sisters of Milsaso, Sister Luana and Sister Seti. It's my pleasure to meet you. It's my pleasure to meet the heroes who defeated the Sea Dragon in Alyssa Bay. I was really lucky to follow her from Neat. Sister Luana, I heard about you from Librarian Oot. Heard about you from Oot. We have something in common. We are survivors of Neat. Do you remember anything about the other survivors or whereabouts of the Black Monster or anything? What I remember is only the sound of terror. Don't think I can help you. I mean, yeah, she can't see. How does that... the logic there doesn't track. Just because somebody else survived doesn't mean you have a path to the Black Monster, especially when they know nothing about it. Yes, Rose went to Neat. I told you, I just happened to be there.
Sister Luana, what about the health of Mr. Dart?
Yes, what do you mean the unusualness of my body? You got the funk about you.
I see that you people have strong powers, a power that is beyond humans. Seems that the source of your power is in turmoil. Another power that has influence over you is anticipating the liberation. That is what I see. That is all I can tell. If it confuses you more, please forgive me. Oh no, Sister Luana! This is the answer to your question. You may find out the truth about the entity that has influence over you now.
War is not in human nature. Humans fight by making themselves enter insanity. It is the same for revenge. This is a tool to amplify the insanity. And this insanity is the source of the power of Dragoons, the Dragon Knight. Someday, something will happen, and if you cannot chasten your insanity, I wonder if you'll be able to endure it, given the meagerness of your spirit. Didn't, Rose say that at one point? Endort! I'm fine. What in the hell was that? Jesus. Oh, look, an event. A chained white dragon. Well, silver dragon. For some reason, that just reminded me of Baldur's Gate 3. Your eyeball's in your mouth. That's going to make it really hard to eat. Spaghetti and meatballs, fine. Spaghetti and eyeballs, not so much.
Anger or animosity towards humans or all things. Hey, buddies. Oh my god, could it be the arrival of the one who glares through 7 diabolic eyes and who crosses the sky with 7 wings? It's trouble.
Oh, it had 7 wings? I only counted 6. It's the King of Dragons, the Divine Dragon. The legend was true. The King of Dragons, sealed by the long-gone Winglies, rests in the ground of Mil Sasso. Once it awakens again, it shall bring terror to the world.
What are you people?
We are the Dragoons. We are the Dragon Knights who have the power to rule dragons. I don't think we're ruling them, considering we've had to kill them every single time. That is the reason why I feel a strong power in you. But why did the Dragoons come to this country? Is it because of that dragon? No, we're pursuing a dude. A dude with a plan. Even for those... Yeah, he's got a dragon killer, so... Engaged in secret maneuvers during the Serdian War and formed a conspiracy for a coup d'etat in Tiberoa. Is he going to bring evil to Mil Sasso? Oh, is that the Dragoon? Okay, please, see Queen Tarissa. We need the power of the Dragoons. And now we have access to everybody again. Okay, you. And you. And we pretend that never happened. We do need to eventually get gear for them, though. I do know there are single fights later on. The dragon is so big. Okay, let's see. Wingly, neat. Did I miss the neat one because I didn't wander around enough with her? Hopefully not. Because I didn't save recently. Not even quick saves. We can still get what we want with 40, so it's still doable. Okay, so we want to go to the shop areas. Just to see if... Yeah, this is the shop area. So it should be blanket of goods on the floor. This is not the shop area that it's telling us about. I have a feeling that it's going to be a bigger event. I have a feeling this town's getting destroyed. Okay, so we do need to upgrade our gear. So I'll do Stardust boots on her. I will do... I think I need to increase their weapons, so I'm going to go with Spear of Terror on him. And do I do Diamond Claw or do I do Tomahawk? I think I do Diamond Claw first. And we sell a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, that should be good. I don't think I'm ever actually going to use the stones, by the way. It's just, it doesn't seem to serve a purpose for me. I'm going to stop pedaling for a little while. Yes, I am pedaling just to keep my legs moving. Item-wise, we don't really care about all that. Completely recovers HP for all is definitely one we want to keep. I'll use up the soul items next fight we have. We'll use them on Meru, probably. So we need to go up this way. Yes, it is horrible. I am sorry. I mean, we did save on the save spot. So we might be able to get 50. I think we do visit Neat at one point, though. We manage against humans. We can deal with animals in the forest, too. But the dragon... These nuts. Sorry, I had to go there. The city will be in pandemonium, then the knighthood will be deployed to maintain order, then who will go to vanish the dragon? I mean, we are dragoons. We've defeated, what, two dragons? No, 3 dragons. 2? C and green. Didn't we defeat another one? I am misremembering. My memory's crap. Don't judge me. Well, you can judge me. I just don't care. I don't care if you judge me. I'm going to go ahead and switch ears, though. I probably need to take apart the headphone and put it back together pretty soon. Do a deep cleaning on it. Castle in the city. Okay, so do we go up or do we go left? How should we fight against the dragon with, I don't know, ballista? Hey, Zaldar, doing pretty good. Hoping I didn't miss a Stardust whenever we were playing with Rose. I think we eventually do go back to Neat, but I don't remember. Onk is... I want to say it's an accessory, isn't it? Yeah. Revives from death with a given probability. Yeah, gotta wait until later. I want all their loots. And yeah, for all of the things it says after event, so we're not going to be able to get the Stardust here yet. Don't even know if you can penetrate the scales. I mean, you might be able to get a big enough ballista and you should be fine. How is life treating you today? By the way, Zaldar. They're pondering over how to deal with the dragon at a kitchen table rather than a war table. Yeah, I think there's like 5 in Denningrad, but we gotta wait and wait. Yep, exactly. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 on the list here. Yeah, I'm just trying to get all the treasure on the side. If we have to use the Holy Ankh, we're doing something wrong. Thought so sharply and clearly that I had my fill of it. I mean, it did look kind of funky. With an eyeball in its mouth. Got into Helena 2 last night, hoping to finish a good chunk. Yeah, whenever... I know that the game goes faster whenever I'm not chatting it up. So, yeah, you'll probably get caught up to me within a day or two. We're actually not that far in, considering we're just playing 4 hours a day. What I'm telling you is that whatever the monster is, with the force of the Holy Knights, nothing can stand against us. Oh, no. According to the briefing, my man, it's bigger than a cloud and faster than our horses. It's impossible for such a creature to exist. Where does your confidence come from? It's impossible for such a creature to exist. Talking about the enemy based on mere assumptions. Are you going to expose your men to such danger? You are dismissed, Commander of Knights. Bitch slap. Yes, ma'am. And yes, I already know what's coming up. I know she replaces a certain individual in our party. Calm down, Miranda. You are in front of guests. Lana, Seti, I'm glad to see you came back safe. You've never changed, Sister Miranda. He doesn't understand the current condition. And who are these strangers you brought that smell kind of like death? I brought them in order to save Mil Cicel from the intruder. If we do not take action, it will attack us again, and next time it might attack us directly. It is the divine dragon, awakened from its long rest. No wonder he's cranky. No wonder I get cranky when I'm woken up from my long rest, too. And no one's even tried chaining me down while I'm asleep. They've drawn on me. And done whipped cream to me, but never chained me down. What would have been cool is when Miranda joins and Shauna's spirit goes to Miranda, it actually makes Miranda a better character than Shauna. Possibly. Shauna is just generally weak, unfortunately. I did want to... I might do a second playthrough where we go with, like, Shauna and Albert. Oh, we decided to wait through halfway through the game to make her useful. Yup. You are talking about the monster sealed in the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. You said you will save this country. Is it possible for us humans to defeat a dragon? Yeah, well, we're Dragoons. We're not normal humans. And yeah, you have to be generally developing your character. Unless you want to do a lot of grinding, you have to be developing your character from the start as early as possible. Otherwise, you're just behind on everything. So if they would have kept it so that SP and XP leveling up was just kind of for everybody, you wouldn't have to worry about it as much. But as it stands, yeah. Are you saying you are the heroes from the Dragon campaign? The Dragoons? Means may we request your help in vanquishing the divine dragon. One is a sword to kill dragons, namely the Dragon Buster. Oops, I didn't say anything. Wait a second, isn't that the sword? Yes, it is the sword that the bastard used to kill Lavitz. Therefore, we have no choice but to count on the other weapon. The Dragon Block Staff. As the name implies, it is a magic staff to block the power of the dragons. I was going to ask you, actually, it seems that one of us knew about it, Meru. I'll tell you guys, all right? Think it's in the Forest of Winglies, the Forest of Winglies. Yep. If so, are you saying that Winglies still live? Seems that the myth of fairies in the Evergreen Forest area was true. Of course, the problems are just too big just to leave to you. Besides, I want to see how far you Dragoons can go if you really have the powers described in the legend. Please save Milsaso from the Divine Dragon. Time for procrastination! Yeah, Shauna stayed behind. Is she actually in our party now? No, she's non-existent at the moment. What is Shauna waiting for? Shananana. Shananana Twain! She ran off to the Chamber of Signet without saying a word. Oh. She went to the Chamber of the Signet, and we can't talk to the Royal Highness. She's physically blocked by other 3D models. Where am I? Don't know, but what took me? Miranda, what is this room for? It used to be a fort for the Winglies. I heard that this room is used to be a chamber for a ceremony to seal something, but it was more than 10,000 years ago. Isn't it the reason the Divine Dragon made a raid on the Crystal Palace? In other words, he is trying to work off his hatred against Winglies. Or he's trying to destroy something. Yeah, typical Shauna just running around willy-nilly. Were you called again like the time with the Virage? No, it was different this time. I woke up and I was here. I feel hot. Good on you. Be proud of yourself, girl. Oh man, I'm so hot. Oh, there goes her soul. I don't feel the power of the White Silver Dragon. You can just steal it from people? They manipulate fate. I can no longer... What is this stone? It's a Dragoon stone. Are you all right? Yes, but I don't think I can go with you anymore. That feels very contrived. You lost it, bitch. I knew it from the day I looked at the moon in Fernie. I was sure this would happen to me. We'll be back as soon as we defeat the divine dragon. Wow. So wait for me till then. It won't be long. Dart will be back to you soon. It only joined with Shauna out of pity to save her life. Plot twist! Accustomed to waiting, but thanks, everyone. Wow, that was a stab at Dart. That was like a backhanded just, yeah, I'm used to waiting. Claire, would you love me if I was a worm? God damn it. Would you love me if I wasn't a dragoon? I should have looked at Shauna's stats. And this late in the game, I don't feel like I can get attached to Miranda. I wouldn't be surprised if she's armed with her stuff. Yep, she is. And she's not really... Magic attack 116. I mean, she has okay magic attack, I guess. Her physical stats are not much better. Her magic attack is, and her magic defense is, but... It might have just been scaling and I didn't notice. Bitch, you were 13 when I left Celeste. Exactly. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I'll probably end up getting everybody equipped. Probably. I don't know if I'm going to do it next session, but within the next couple sessions, I will want to go through and get everybody geared up. When possible. Because I think it's on disc 4 that we do all the solo fights, and I don't have everyone geared up right now. I think that's everything. I need to dump those spirit things on Meru. We need to go to the Wingly Forest first. Forgot about all the solo fights? Yep. I'm gonna forget about them and not put gear on. I'm gonna be raging my way through them, probably. Because I don't ever really feel like grinding this. I'm gonna check. I don't think this guy will let us through. Because if I remember correctly, the Wingly Forest is on the other side of this. It's one of the places we looked at first. Ow. I believe it's north of where you originally ran into Teo and the wolf. Yeah. A little spirally dirt road. I should probably try and get Rose leveled up on Dragon level as well. Although, at least we're getting Dragoon level up. I am using the Ultimate War God on Dart. It's not the strongest option, but it gets him towards completion on that. He's already on her last one as well. I'm just using die more and more because it's easier for me to do it consistently than the 7-hit attack. Even though the 7-hit attack is not that terrible. There's been no new movement taken by the monster of Mount Dragon Tomb. Can we go past this guy? I want the treasure, damn it. I hate that there's that treasure chest there and it's like, nah, we're just gonna leave it there to annoy you. Hate that. I hate it when games do that. It's irritating. I say I hate it. It's not like a game-breaking thing there. It's just an annoyance. I think it's... Come on. I'm stuck on terrain. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things that just kind of... It gets under my skin a little bit. Grinding in this game just takes so long. The battle sequences, etc. You almost never grind or farm for anything. I think the only situation I might farm in is if I have a good heal spot and a physical encounter. As in, I bump into something and it counts as an encounter. I probably should have ground on the Phantom ship, because that's like the perfect place for me to grind, because it has an item shop right there. It has healing right there. So I can just spam items and kill everything and make back that money anyway. Decent enough gold, yeah. I think the average was like, what, 50-something, 60-something? Hate that. But generally speaking, if I'm gonna grind at a spot, it's gonna have to be a spot where we end a stream at. This place has decent gold and XP, but it's really far away from healing spots. A dead end. Here we are at the entrance of the Forest of the Wingleys. Maybe I'll be kicked out again. There's a magical boundary here. Wingleys have locked themselves in this forest since the Dragon campaign. You know about the Dragon campaign? It is the war that humans who obtained the power of the Dragoon started in order to liberate themselves from the control of the Wingleys. Some Wingleys are still angry about that. About being... Besides, Wingleys have a power that humans don't have. The ancestor told me that the power draws a line between humans and us. Meru, are you? Yeah, she's a Wingley. Are you surprised? I mean, they kind of have to believe you if you have giant wings coming out of your back. Seems like a pretty obvious little thing. Meru is Meru, right? Yeah, she is. Funny how both Meru and Lennis are the only ones that are Wingleys and Dragoons. Yeah, Winglies and Dragoons. If Dragoons are supposed to be humans who fought against Winglies, that makes 0 sense. That the Stones would choose a freaking Wingly unless we're being lied to about history. Who would ever lie about history? Looks at fourth wall. You don't think they ever touch on that subject at all either? Maybe it'll be in one of the things we stumble across. I wonder what would happen to us if the divine dragon came to this forest. The ancestor said that we won't become extinct if we cooperate with other species. You're talking about humans? Ew, humans. Gross. Stinky, nasty humans. You're filling the pit up. That's right, but I wonder if everybody in the forest can understand that, including me. The seal! The humans! Meru brought humans here! I'm gonna tell on you. Stinky humans who can't fly. They're my friends. We're here to borrow the dragon block staff. How dare you speak about our secret to them? But the divine dragon is now awake. No, we should not break through. We have to take some action or everything will be destroyed. That includes the forest of Winglies and human cities. Oh no, he will meet with us. Yay! We are not used to seeing humans, but watch out for the Bardal brothers. We're gonna have to fight them, aren't we? He's in the back of the forest. Okay. So, nothing down here. I mean, I guess we could just look at the rest of the scene. I don't know how physically that works unless we are like ducking through a hole there. So you're the humans. This is the first time I've seen one. You look a lot like us, but without glowing-ass wings. Some have even murderous intentions towards humans. But I don't want you to carry me to the back. I want you to carry me to the loot. Give me your loot. Ta-da! Here, I'll go up. One guy carrying 7 people. Okay. All right. Below the pink healing room, white side pillar with 6 green lights. We're looking for the green light district. I'm also looking for any loot you guys do not have bolted down. The walls between species are thicker than you would think, but maybe you can destroy them. I feel that way. We respect the intention of the ancestor. The ancestor trusted you, we trust you too. Ruby. Father, mother, I'm home! Meru, do you realize what you are doing? So they are the humans who have deluded you? Aw. Meru, I'm still me. I want to protect everybody in the forest in my own way, with Dart and friends. The ancestor believed in Meru and is allowing the humans to pass through here. You have to believe in Meru, too. No, I don't. I can be a curmudgeon of hell. dragon campaign has been over for more than 10,000 years. Besides, there's no reason for the two species to fight each other, is there? Our ideas may be too old. Please take care of Meru. Don't worry, we will. She's in our primary party. She'll be strong. Darn parents. He is happy to see her face, but he doesn't want to see her face. Okay, whatever. And save the world. I'm your only daughter, father. I think a lot. If they live so long, I'm surprised they haven't had more kids. Without using the stone, you cannot use magic or fly. Humans are such weaklings. Where does this go?
What does this button do?
It just deposits us down here. Yes, please. I'll just not jump in that hole again. Let's go this one first. You cannot use magic. You cannot even fly? Must be very inconvenient, isn't it? Such a poor species that humans are, not being able to use magic. Wow, these people are assholes. The room upstairs is for recovering your health. Please feel free to use it. It's an order from the ancestor. Want to heal your wound? Yep, stand in the center of the room upstairs. Is not a wingly from this forest. Seems there are places other than this forest where for winglies to live. Yeah, she's a shitty wingly. Then it's a wingly who we don't know. I thought that we were the last of the winglies. Yeah, if you lock yourself into... Holy crap, this is Fallout. We're in a vault and we didn't realize it. Legend of Dragoon is... God. Okay, I need you to freaking move. You pompous ass. Heal me. Bardell, are you bothering us again? The divine dragon can be taken care of by us without asking humans for help. Besides, we have no business talking to a betrayer who ran off to humans. Oh, the ads are starting. We'll get the fight over with during it. What happened to you? The Bardell I knew was much kinder and wasn't like that. My baby sister was killed by a human. My baby sister was influenced by you, Meru, and left the forest, believing that the outside world was wonderful. We don't need humans' help. Do you have something else to say? Get out. There might be more people killed now. Good for you. It's a good chance to learn how helpless you humans are. But we winglies won't die. Our magic power surpasses the dragons. I wonder if you've noticed you're declining because you cling to the glory of the past. What are you talking about? You can barely fly, and that's about it, right? Maybe you won't think that way after this. No way. Is this the legendary Dragoon? He just whips it out. Check out my dragon power. Come back to take care of your baby sister's matter after my journey has ended. So please trust us for now. Gonna finish off the rest of your family. The ones who flaunt their power disappear when the truly powerful appear. I am going ahead. Cannot even have revenge for our baby sister anymore. The divine dragon cannot be. Is this real? You wimp, brother. How dare you, humans? Just because you are afraid of our magic power, you are sending the destroyers of old, Dragoons, at us. Silly humans. Past sentence for the sin of killing my sister. I'll annihilate them now. Okay. Try it. Not yet, actually. Is he still unconscious? Nope, he is just gone. No, we want to see what that other path leads to first. I think is this one? Excuse me. I'm a bit miffed about giving our magic items to the barbaric humans, but it's an order from the ancestor. Oh well. What you got? A warhammer. Ooh, magical ring. That might actually be nice. We don't have enough for it, though. We do have enough for the warhammer. Hey, how's it going, Lore? Hopefully you're doing all right today. I will go... Yeah, we'll just get her a warhammer for now. I need to save up money to be able to get that magical ring, I think, though. Get myself a little bit more punch. You go by best lore, or BL for short? Okay. Oh, we've got darkness-based attacks now. Do I bother selling the destructive items I already have? Maybe. I'm gonna get rid of Rave Twister. And we'll buy one Black Rain. Yeah. I'm glad things are going pretty well for you. This is actually not where we want to go. We're gonna go to the room. Yeah, very limited. What is that? Very limited inventory space. Supposedly you can turn that off in the Severed Chains mod that basically lets you play this higher resolution on PC. But we're doing the OG PS1 version. It's the guardian god of the Winglies, the ancestor told me. Never been protected. Maybe I don't know, though. That really it? She just opens and is like, hey, cool stuff. Here's our god. Bye. What? Meru, I knew it! You're coming back to me! Nope. She's bringing humans to stink up your room. Filthy. You damn dirty apes! Ah, you are the friends, yes. This is Guaraha, a friend. I can never pronounce his name. You said I am just... Oh man, she just broke his heart. The biggest regret of the developers for this game in their 1999 PlayStation Mag interview was the port choices to forget to expand inventory to the 64 slot, since North America didn't have the Pocket Station, which included a minigame to double the item inventory from 32 to 64. You call them guacamole. You can get a hold of Pocket Stations here. I don't know if they ever officially sold them here. They're usually not well, last time I checked, they're not terribly expensive. I have not checked in about 6 years. But of course, back then PS TV wasn't super expensive. Now it's like $200 if you get the wrong person. You are my fiance. There is more to you than I thought, Meru. I thought she was still a kid. Must be true that winglings have a long life and they are not as young as they look. Yeah, she's technically in her 30s, but I think they present her as 16, so it's a lolly situation. What kind of relationship do you have with Meru? Just friends. Yeah. We have no time to talk about that. And he's cooping himself up there while awful things are going on. And why are you the only one with a unique 3D model out of all of these guys? That's you in the forest, Meru. I'm on probation now. Of course I would defend the forest if I could. Ah, he got in trouble for it. Yeah, Meru has changed. She's been traveling the world. Be changed too if you go outside, Guara. Guacamole. Mr. Guac. Guacamole. There we go. There is a commandment for us winglies. We cannot do what you want us to do, Meru. I mean, yeah, you can. You can literally just leave. You're not prisoners here. So the other one should be on the right-hand side of his room. It's over here. There we go. Number 38. Oh, actually, no, that's technically 39 because we already got the one after it. And we should be able to get 40 at neat, which will give us a status guard. And yes, this is the first time I'm doing all Stardust and all that kind of stuff. It's been about 20 years since I got this far into the game. I've played the first disc a few times since then, but... Hey, Mocha! Long time no see! How you doing? Yeah, first disc has the most concise story. It starts to get a little bit fiddly. Definitely. This game is definitely late 90s JRPG. You're rotting at work. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully work is not as bad as it had been for a while there. Because I know for a while there you were having rough times there. As far as I've done reviews off and on for about 2.5 years, but you do purely lore content yourself? I will have to check it out later. I do have like a self-promotion channel on the Discord if you want feedback on it. We have a few people that post in there sometimes, like that they're hosting D&D games. A few other people post their reviews. I'm open to people posting their games on there too. And we will go up. Yeah, I would do lore content, but it would take me forever to do a single video. Right now we're recovering from a massive hardware failure, so yay. But I've done YouTube for over a decade. I run a few channels. Right now, I'm only actively uploading to 2 gaming channels. I have non-gaming channels I don't link to. You might find me in the wild, but... You're finally making your own content since you separated yourself from your former associates? Ah. Yeah, group channels are fun. And even getting groups together to do like multi-channel collaboration is fun, but I've found that it's very hard to keep those together more than 3 to 5 years without something happening. So usually I find it better to just collaborate off and on as friends rather than collaborate as we are X group. Rada rada rada. It keeps the drama to a minimum and the combat to a minimum. Where's the ancestor? It's hot as hell and people are buying beverages left and right. I wouldn't mind a beverage right now. All I have is water left. I mean, it's a solid liter of water, but... restraining yourself from taking a shovel and chase them down the street. Dealing with the public. I do remember that. Weirdly enough, I don't consider this dealing with the public. I consider this just chilling with people. Dealing with the public is service industry. Your coffee is empty, so is mine. Well, it's got a drop at the bottom. I think I could get it out if I tried. Yep, that was the last drop. I wonder if it's an apology for the discourtesy. Welcome, humans and Giganto. I am Blano, the ancestor of the forest. I don't trend chase. I will sometimes release a video that is trendy, but usually I aim for the focus of more detailed stuff. I used to do guides, so I know how to chase trends and how to even like create trends, but generally speaking, I have the main channel that is now just, it's got the old guides still publicly available, but it's mostly just reviews now. And the second channel is the B-roll footage and the streams and standalone videos that kind of support it. So if you ever see a review on the main channel, you can go watch the full playthrough and see simply how I got to the conclusions that I did. I don't put all the footage up there. I do edit it out, some stuff that's like grinding and stuff like that, or unnecessary stuff, dead spots in the stream, that kind of stuff. I do try to keep it as complete as possible so people can get a good idea of it. I also do just test runs of various games to see if I actually want to review them on there, that kind of stuff. My non-gaming channels, I have been trying to keep relatively separate. There's one that I might bring up and actually start streaming it on the channel as well, as kind of like a connection of sorts, because it's gaming, but it's not video games. And the other one, I'm never going to connect to it because I don't want that cross-pollination to happen, because that would irritate me. Because then I wouldn't be able to do the gaming stuff without annoyances. I'm more afraid... Usually whenever I talk about it, I just talk about it as connecting will actually just ruin my analytics. Yes, it would. But connecting it on another level would actually be bad for the gaming channels. Do I do miniature buildings, designing, or creating game-related? The one that I'm thinking about bringing it into it is, for those of you that have heard me talk about it, I am working on making my own TTRPG. And I also do asset creation for, say, Dungeon Draft and stuff like that. I don't do it for them. I do assets that you can import into Dungeon Draft. I have stuff uploaded unlisted to a channel that is related to that, but I've also got scripts and stuff and have done the asset creation for the TTRPG channel, where I'll actually be talking about different design considerations and stuff like that. Possibly parallel design 2 games at once. It's 40 degrees C and people are all over the place. Jesus! It is currently... I can tell you how warm it is here in just a second. It is currently... go with that. There we go. Currently, let's go ahead and get that to refresh. If it loads, you might hear crunchy audio for a second as this warms up. Oh, it's currently only 26C. That's probably why it's so warm. The air conditioner's not kicking on. I thought it would be at least 28 right now. It's gonna get up to the mid 30s today. You know, custom maps you could. No, the TTRPG I'm developing is not D&D. It is actual standalone TTRPG, but it's going to use the same die as just standard D&D. It's a D20 system. As in, I am designing a system, not just D&D world and stuff like that. Mainly because there's two reasons for it. One reason is because I want to have the game be basically more open source compatible, and I don't want to deal with the horrible licensing that Hasbro and WotC are doing. I might do D&D stuff on there, and I will probably continue making D&D stuff that I enjoy, but I want a system that I can say, hey, this is my system, I own the rights to it, and guess what? You can make stuff off of it too. I still need to work out how I want to do the licensing for it, but the plan is to have a core system and then have the stuff that I actually use to make money off of it be expansions. And other people can make expansions, that kind of stuff. So you don't need to be able to do it to actually own the game. Get back into the original collaborative ideas of proper TTRPGs. In just a second, I'm going to adjust my chair real quick. You might hear weird noises as I bump the mic. But we'll see how it goes. It's not quite in a playable state yet. Mostly what I'm lacking is a character creation method. I already have it modularized and stuff like that for most of the rest of the stuff. My lore is there for the world that I want to create alongside it. Although I have to like go in and add names, details, and stuff like that. The divine dragon came back to life in the mountain of the mortal dragon, and there are dragoons that have come to us. Yay. But yeah, we have a few people in the community that play and even host TTRPGs, like sessions in D&D and other systems. I am currently running a Lancer for some friends, and I am playing in a Grim Hollow campaign. But generally speaking, I consider myself a mediocre at best DM. I find it hard. One reason that we're probably going to conclude the Lancer campaign with this season or this chapter of it is mostly because I find it hard to do just solely human worlds with just science, because it doesn't have like magic and stuff. We have it at the point, Lancer's at the point where technology is bordering on magic, but I just prefer more fantasy. I can go more off the wall with voices, because there's not people who talk like Golem or freaking weird little science guys in the normal games. And I like doing weird voices, as many of you who have been around probably already know. Our opponent is so enormous we have to combine each of our strengths or none of us will survive, neither the Crystal Palace nor our forest. Oh, I wonder why he didn't steal both the dragon parts. Yeah, I'm curious as to why he took the sword but not the staff. D&D math is not terrible. Unless you start doing like some of the more complicated classes, Mocha. I think you'd do fine. And a lot of, like if you do it on Roll20, it does the math for you. So it would be awesome when UE6 comes out and you could script your entire world by request in a Fortnite map or even using generic assets permitted by UE6. I've had mixed opinions on Unreal Engine 5.5 has been kind of hell for me because I deal with motion sickness and, well, specifically simulator sickness. And it has like a weird forced ray tracing on it at times, and you actually have to actively prevent it. So in some games, the shadows and it getting fuzzy at the edges really make me sick. Eternal Strands is a good example of a recent game that did that. Cannot participate in the battle. We are all that remain. We cannot become extinct. And yeah, I'm not a fan of LLMs. If I know a game has AI in it, I will not cover it. As in generative AI. I'm not talking about like, oh, the character will do this if you do that. No, that's not. That is closer to actual AI than generative AI, but I digress. I've gone on rants. But generally speaking, my opinion of generative AI is pretty damn low. Because it's not ethical and it's really bad for the environment. I don't care so much that a lot of it looks like crap or stuff like that. It's just not ethical how they're sourced. Like the most you use it these days is just to make your writing less repetitive since Grammarly is mostly AI. Yeah, I don't use Grammarly, but that's actually getting pervasive in a lot of planning software. That's one reason why I use, I have just forgotten the name of it. I have one of them open right now. Obsidian. I don't have, you can do AI stuff with it, but I just have Obsidian. It handles my scripts. It handles my organizing of the worlds and all that stuff. I can have different projects going and it works out just fine for me. And it's locally hosted, but I can do a remote host if I need to. Go to the Dragon Block staff. But yeah, most of my scripts, actually all my scripts are, you are attracted to those humans. But yeah, it's a pretty useful tool. It's not as flexible as certain other ones, but you can get plugins for it that make it there. The only things I miss from it is it doesn't have a calendar aspect and it doesn't have a spreadsheet aspect. But yeah, I do try to avoid using AI or interacting with AI as much as possible. My stance on games that use AI is I will not cover a game that has AI in it, but if the developer is open about their use of AI, if they end up making a game after that that doesn't use AI, I will cover that. If they try to obfuscate it, they're blacklisted. Importing CSVs would be an issue for you? Ah. If Meru is the one leading us to the outer world, where are those humans leading the world to? It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. The sad thing is about all these generative models, it has gone so far down the unethical path that it will be really, really hard to get it back on an ethical path. You don't know how you list out your ideas when making a concept video. It's best for you to straight up list everything, then research and find more stuff and add to the overall list. What I do, I actually have two different Obsidian projects for it. I have one for notes and one for organizing releases. But what I do is I'll have my notes obsidian open, and I'll have my writing obsidian open, and I have bullet points of notes I've made while playing through the game in the other obsidian. Sometimes you'll notice I click outside the window and grab stuff like that. But I'll leave notes over there, and that's my bullet points of things I want to address in the review, and then I will write it out in long form myself in the other one. That way, if I ever need to return back to like a note or something like that, I can, but I only keep them around for about 3 to 6 months at most. The note list. Otherwise, I delete them to save room. Okay. I think this is where we're supposed to go, or is this back down? This might be back down. And it is, I don't know if I'll ever stream writing a script again, because I feel self-conscious when doing it, because the way I write is very much, I write a paragraph while saying it out loud, then I write it again. It's found in the, sealed in the Forbidden Land over there. Some people, when writing, they blur out their scripts. Yeah, I don't have a camera, so it'd not be very interesting to watch without it. It used to be, until 11,000 years ago, a palace for us winglies, and it was the place where eternal prosperity was promised. Now it is a mere ruin without a name. But grab that. Yes, we are. Yeah, I try to be as transparent as possible, because I have one issue we're running with. This is true of pretty much gaming content in general on YouTube, as well as advice content and even game development content, is there is a lot of AI coming into it and eating away at the quality and the types of content. There's a huge issue of channels that do reviews being just AI-driven channels with a few thousand subscribers getting super consistent botted views and using that to gather keys and then resell those keys. There's a huge issue of that going on. There's a huge issue of tutorial and advice channels ripping off footage from other channels and running the script through an AI and having a AI voice read it off. I have not had that one happen yet, but I did have a website do something very similar to that in 2020 to 2022. IGN is not as bad as that, oddly enough. IGN still... I'm not a huge fan of it. IGN, I can't talk too much shit about them. I don't really consume their stuff much. But IGN is nothing compared to a lot of the stuff that's going on in the industry. There is the company that bought, oh god, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Escapist. I cannot remember their name. That company has been pretty bad about AI scrap and nonsense going on. I just can't remember their name. It's a ruin of their wisdom. Let's go. I haven't done any checks on IGN for their AI use in a while. The Forbidden Lands. Ruins of past glory. Yeah, if I have time later, I'll check out your channel. You can't leak it in chat because the links are blocked in chat, but if it's on your profile, I'll check it out. Don't mean it in a bad way. It's just the image that's changing with the times. With VO3 and the people you've heard in gaming journalism, there's quite a few image and video generations, but still have a person essentially read it. I heard the outcries of the people who died here. Oh my. Finally in the actual one. But yeah, I don't like AI because I know how it works. I studied software engineering in college, for those of you that are curious. I've mentioned that a few times, but it bears worth repeating. I know how AI works. Could I read the code? Probably not. But I know how it ingests and how it does pattern recognition and stuff like that. I could probably write the pseudocode that could make a rudimentary generative AI. After 6 years in the industry, I never officially joined the industry. I just make my own stuff with it. Reason being, despite having, it's because I had to leave college at the end of it before getting my piece of paper, because it was either that or be homeless. Turned to art after, and that's why you're here. Cool. But no, I was a double major at the time, and technically I had the credits to have a third major, but they won't let you do that. Software engineering, business administration, focus in entrepreneurship. Well, technically entrepreneurial marketing. And then a psychology. Because, you know what? I enjoyed psychology, so I took way too many minor courses in that. Technically, I had enough credits to get a minor in studio art, but I was all over the place. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Okay, so we got light, and earth. I think I'm going to save my direct damage stuff until we absolutely need it. Oh, I missed the second one. Didn't realize I did. I wish it would lock the camera angle where I want it, which is usually, I prefer over the shoulder from behind one. Probably this one. Yes. Of course we miss. Business psychology is intense, lots of manipulation, coercion, and various tactics to get implemented. Additionally, how to grip a customer down like a Microsoft, lure them into a contract, and then take all the sweetness out during a renewal. Really, I'm not as far as like the consumer end of things. I actually don't mind Game Pass, speaking of subscriptions from Microsoft. But yes, there are a lot of companies that are super shady as shit when it comes to psychological manipulation. If people ever wonder why I have such to use the term that's sometimes thrown at me, a hard-on against games as a service, that would be why. On business to business, yep. You have to be really careful with your deals business to business. Let's go with whacking the fairy. I need to check how far along I am on hammer spin. Oh, I don't use any Adobe products from the past. Jeez. Trying to think how many years it's been since I've actually... I haven't bought an Adobe product since they went to the Creative Cloud stuff. I have copies of CS2 would be the latest version that I have copies of. Yes, I still have the installers and everything for them. I'm still working on like the non-free time I have. I do sometimes fiddle around in DaVinci. I personally don't use it for my videos because all my templates are in a different software. But I 100% would say go for the DaVinci free version if you're ever going to, if you're doing YouTube. Next fight, someone remind me to use the spirit nonsense. Okay, so we go through there. For most things you're gonna do, you don't need the paid version of DaVinci anyway, though, thankfully. The free version will do 90% of what you need. Okay, so this fight, they're gonna beat me with their wheat. I need to use that on Meru to get her caught up. But yeah, I don't use either of those, funnily enough. I use a program that I got a newer license of it. But I got... God, it would have been 2000... Good Lord, I'm going back through my brain as to when I got that. Would have been 2012 when I bought the license for it. And it's changed hands away from Sony, which kind of sucks. Although I don't trust Sony either, but still. Companies are not your friend. They never will be. This Wheaton's itching for a beatins'. I do find it weird that Meru cannot use magic when she's not in Dragoon form. He is a Wingly after all. She should be able to cast Fireball. Building up its SP boost pretty well. Yeah, I have the high-end autocomplete on Madness Hero because I hate Madness Hero. As far as the input goes, it's a nightmare. Especially whenever I'm so bad I can't even hit the first one on freaking die more and more. I'm feeling a derp right now. Fear my derpitude. I'm running this on emulator, by the way, for anyone curious. That's just because I don't feel like wearing out my connectors by moving the PlayStation between my TV and this. because I would have to set up my upscaler and all that fun jazz. Oh, it's going to be one of these where it's like, go through the 95 portals. This feels like progress. That is progress. So we don't want to go to this one. Congo Fields smells like blood. Sounds like a coliseum. I heard it from the ancestor. Once upon a time, it was a coliseum, but it wasn't for regular fights that you won or lost. It was for matches to the death. Winglies would just enjoy the view from above of fighters picked from among the dominated humans, dragons, and some gigantos. I am the offspring of that kind of Wingly. The ancestor told us that this is a mere ruin, didn't he? It is the past. The ancient past, considering the fight happened 11,000 freaking years ago. It's not like this is just like 400 years ago or something. The sins of the past, yeah, learn from the past so you don't repeat it in the future. That's always good advice. Okay, so we don't want to come back here yet. Because that is progress. That was story, so that means that's progress. Can we actually go over that? Nope. Why don't I become a VTuber? I am actually working on a PNG tuber model. I, one, don't have a camera. In Wingly years, that was like yesterday. Technically, what I'll probably try to do with it is a hybrid, but still. Toadstool. If I can actually land a attack today. I am just not on my game today. That and I'm having to set it up where I can actually record separately from the stream, because I need the footage without an overlay on it, which does require me running 2 OBS at once. I suppose I could turn her into a Dragoon to get that off. See, I can land her attack. And yes, I actually have the ability to set it up where I can do PNG Tuber without being in a Discord chat. It's a pretty simple plugin for OBS to do that. Out of curiosity, do you use a VTuber? You tried using a 3D VTuber model for a bit, but you kind of hated controlling it? Yeah. You know what? Dragoon form. No one. Blank. Alzorath. See, I can land her attack. Because I'm judging myself for missing her attack so frequently. Today, I've just been doing awful at it. Not started streaming, but you like meeting fellow YouTubers who stream? For me, it's oddly enough, one of the big reasons I stream is to keep me on task. I have not gotten any treasure in this dungeon because I'm trying to find a way to it. You have to go to out of the way to filter for just lives. There is a trick to manipulating it for that, but generally speaking, I would recommend setting up a brand account. That way you can have multiple channels linked to it and just have a channel separate from your main one that you only watch streams on. Oh, I didn't want to go there. I want to go out the door. But yes, it is a pain in the ass to find streamers on YouTube. Unless you're already subscribed to the channel and actively watch a lot of streams. But yeah, I stream on Twitch and YouTube. But I would not stream on the same channel that you do your core content on unless it's Let's Plays or something like that. Which, those of you watching on YouTube, yes, I do Let's Plays on here. At least that's what I call them. It's more first impressions and filtering stuff for something I potentially will do a review on. Okie dokie. Got dancer shoes now. Question is, do we make her speedy, or do we make you just fast? I think we make you just fast. You just want a VOD and thoughts channel since streaming is more about expressing opinions and thoughts for you. Nothing terribly in depth, but it'd be like new coverage. I use every piece of the gaming cow. Only reason I stopped uploading to Game Sampler is because, unfortunate, is AI. Huzzah. Oh, gaming news. I have thought about doing news content for gaming, but for the most part, those just devolve into, here's the upcoming releases, and here's the current drama. And neither of those things are the kind of audience that I want to build. Are you serious? Oh, he did Frighten. Cool. I'm going to use a little bit of her magic. But yeah, streaming just keeps me on task for finishing the games. And it makes it easier to get through annoying parts of games as well. You know what? We're going to make a comparison here. Didn't realize she had diamond dust. Let's see if she can compare to Shiva. Very much giving same vibes as Shiva.
Diamond dust.
Can we kill the spinning head? Why, yes, we can. You want to do with more objective analysis where applying the current trends can determine how consumers are affected by industry shifts. Feel like those conversations are what you want to have with people without the "why did take my jobs, where good old games go, I want to blame others" kinds of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. The thing is, and I hate to talk too much shop about YouTube, you have to ask yourself, how are you going to market it? What is your hook? The Durkaderbs! The Durkaderbs! Darn, South Park doing it first. Yeah, she doesn't get to attack very much. Okay, item-wise, we're still fine. I wish I could see how much SP I am towards the next level. I wish I knew how to get down to the building down there. Is there a way? Maybe it's something we go to later. Hopping into a work meeting? Okie dokie. See you in a bit, Zaldar. This is usually where you do your addition grinding? Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad place. Where's the healing spot here? I know there is one. And there's like 2 spots back there that I wasn't able to get to. 2 doors. Bloody fairies. At least they're giving me SP by whacking her. Even though they're eating up like all her life. There's a heal spot you just hang out next to. And yeah, I gave up with the no spoilers thing. I've gotten rid of that tag. I am fine with spoilers. The thing I don't want is backseating. So I'm fine with you saying, hey, there's another thing coming up soon. It's really strong. That's fine. As long as you're not saying, well, you gotta do this build. Because I have had people come in and do that with Magic the Gathering before. And it drives me nuts. Explosion! But telling me, hey, there's this cool thing you should keep an eye out for is fine. Or, hey, you missed that treasure chest, that's fine too. We're sitting on a couch chilling. That's how I approach it. Let's get the fairies. God, I did that one way, way, way too late. Restricted chat, you say? So they talk to no one the whole stream and you get the ad revenue. I forget how you would do that. I generally haven't messed too much with that kind of stuff. I have just filter this crap out kind of settings on mine. Someone thinking you're going to do something efficiently is a great way to tell someone has never seen your content before. I mean, you speed run as well, Flair. I know you. You can do stuff efficiently when you want to, but generally, doing stuff efficiently isn't always the fun way. The fun way is just exploring and actually enjoying the game first. Click on their name and click on the flag on Twitch and then list them as a sus user and then either monitor or restrict. Oh. Yeah, I know on YouTube, I have a decent number of people on shadow banned. And I know for a fact they still watch my stuff. You speedrun one game and you play it with the most backward control scheme. That's okay. We should probably gather a little bit of money here. I don't want to spend forever doing it. What are you? You use control type E and RE1, you walk forward with R2. I think I could get used to that. Hello, lanterns. Spinning head. And we get fear on us. I might use it in the future. Over here on Twitch. On YouTube, I literally just hide from channel if people are like extremely toxic or anything like that. They can yell into the void. One thing I'd be wary of flagging people on Twitch for just being backseaters is it might cause them to get a platform flag after a while. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. I don't want to get someone knocked off the platform just because they decided to backseat me. Yeah, they have a report function. I use that on bots and I use it on actual toxic people. Like if some I've had one hate raid and I reported people who participated in that. Like if you have a mod, just tell them to make a note of unsolicited backseating in the mod comments. That should be fine. Actually, haven't had too many problems with backseating lately either. So hopefully it won't happen in the future until I get like up to... Let's go for 1,000 viewers at once. Yeah. You've not seen anyone else use it, but you have to switch between the tank controls on the D-pad and the modern controls on the left stick. Just found using R2 to go forward and then steer with the other options made the constant transitioning feel smoother. That's cool. I don't think I'd be able to speedrun Resident Evil. There's one down. I think we have to destroy all of them, don't we? We're not destroying them in order. No. Do that to piss people off. I am a bit of a troll at times, but a non-malevolent troll. I'm not out here to hurt people's feelings. I'm just here to do things in weird ways. Try and break the games. And yes, I do have a habit of finding bugs in games. There have been several games I've reviewed. While I am capturing footage for the review, I am sending them bug reports and they are fixing them live. So, just as a heads up, it do happen. You can thank me for having less bugs in a few games. I always appreciate whenever devs do that. Where they go through and will actually fix the bugs fairly promptly. There's been a few that I've reported bugs, and they're like, we'll put that in the 1.0 release. Or we'll fix it by 1.0. That's fine. I just have to figure out a way around it. There's one that I had to edit the save file so I could get past a buggy level. They fixed that on a day 1 patch. It was nice hanging out with you too, BL. Hopefully the rest of your day goes well, and see you next time. Probably still have a good hour and a half if you happen to wander by later. And time to smack Rose. Smack with Rose, sorry. We're gonna get Fear on a... Oh, no, Joy. You gonna charm me. Yeah, you son of a butt. You know, you really hurt, Dart. You get a bug fix in Shadows of Adam because the devs watch your LP. I've had devs happy that they watched my LP, and I've had some mad that they watched my LP. I feel kind of bad about one of them that actually posted a massive rant about how I did not understand the designs in the game. And upon explanation by them, yes, I did not understand, but I'm not sure if that was entirely my fault or if it was just miscommunication on the game's part compared to my expectations. Or both. This feels like progress, but... Okay, so we want that treasure chest. I haven't played Shadows of Adam, by the way. I think I have it, though. Because wasn't it on one of those key sites like Fanatical, or was it on like Humble Bundle or something? As in a key for it, not just on those platforms. I'd have to go look it up to see if I actually do have it. I might be thinking of a different game. Oddly enough, these guys make me want to go play Gnomes again. That tower defense one. If you guys know what that is. I know a few of you do because you were here while I was playing it. feel like I'm making progress as opposed to getting to those doors that I wanted to get to. Yeah, this is definitely not the way I want to go. I want the treasure chest. So many places we haven't explored in here. So maybe it is up from that one? Now to wait for the loop. Yeah, some of the paths in this are not immediately obvious. There's a treasure up there as well, so we can get that one on the way back. Oh, damn it. Okay, I see what we're supposed to do. You just got yours through Steam. You had in and out of your cart a dozen times before you finally bought it. Good game. Not super long, maybe 15 hours. The DLC adds a ton of endgame stuff to do. Cool. I sadly don't usually get to engage a lot with endgame stuff. I will sometimes dip into it for the review, but power up. Oh, it's a repeat. Yes. Got another one. I think Meru already upgraded her weapon, did she not? Yeah, she did. But yeah, I think after this game, I might do a shorter game for a minute. Get a few of those out of the way. So we want to go on to this. We want to come over to this. Or not. How do I get that one? Ah, I just have to hammer the button. Mind Crush. That is a new sword. Confuses the enemy. Yes, please. And more damage? Oh, nice. I'm going to go back up through the door and see if there's anything north of the heal spot as well. This place feels very wandery. And not the wandery bot version. Speaking of which, I need to figure out something. To, like, help promote Wanderbot a bit as well. He's a cool guy. He deserves your attention. And he's very chill. I mean, he's already at a 500,000 subs, so it's not like I can make a huge improvement, but I do like promoting good creators regardless of their size. I've never understood the people that will only mention other creators whenever there's like drama to attack them with. Not my shtick. And I know if I ever reach a certain size, I'm gonna have to deal with people doing that to me. I try not to give any ammo for it, but I already know there's people who just flat out do not like me. And that is actually fine. Now to wait for this to bring us back up. It is definitely interesting what the games that tried to be Final Fantasy killers did throughout the years. And yes, I would say this is one that tried to be a Final Fantasy killer. Don't worry, I've had my Alzorath exposed video in the chamber for years. I mean, technically, you're not the one who did it. But I have found shit talking by specific other creators over the years. Seriously? Guys get attacks before I even get to move. Let's go with Thunderbolt. And also, I've ran across people using footage of my gameplay as background footage for them to attack another creator, which was kind of irritating to find. It was just a normal playthrough, so it probably wouldn't go back to me, but I know for a fact it was mine because it used my sidebars. We are not going forward. But I don't think this is a mere blind alley. The Rouge School technique. It doesn't. No, duh. Punching a wall does not work. Might have something to do with it. Let's try a bunch of things. That one's already turned light blue. Bongo thinks this is Gigantos, no? That must be it. And these must be the Winglies. These are dragons. These are Minotaurs. There are a lot of creatures drawn here. Then these should be humans. But what is this? I don't know, but it doesn't seem like an intelligent species. It means, except for that drawing. All of them were species with intelligence born on Earth from the divine tree, aren't they? What is going on? Well, we've got two of them blue now. The first species to be created of these is... Rose said that this doesn't look like it has intelligence, and that entrance should be the first one. Try again. We're just ham-fisting our way through this. So Minotaurs, whatever those are, Winglies. It reminds me, I read something about this in the National Library. The first species to be given intelligence by the Divine Tree was Gigantos. Then I think it was Minotaurs. I mean, we've already gotten that far. Thank you for the hint that we've already solved. It's another path. I don't know if we can explore this place after getting the staff. Looks impressive. Wait, this is a Virage. This is the Virage, isn't it? The Virage that killed Belzac. It's still alive. It was a destructive weapon of ancient legend that battled throughout the Dragon era with the Winglies, although some still remain. It looks totally different from the one we met before. I mean, yeah, it's a different one. You look totally different from the other Winglies. It's one of their subspecies, and from its shape, it must have had a power far beyond the one we saw. But it's not a very pretty sight to see. The Virage. Time to murder it! Thankfully, we have a heal spot just like right back the other way. The monster from 10,000 years ago. Was it awoken by us? Possibly. You have quite the weird appendage there, my friend. Lives remaining 10. I think we go special dark. And just burn as much mana as we can into this. Mana burn. Welcome to the shadows. Astral Drain.
Astral Drain.
She'll heal us. Fire and water will deal damage. And hopefully we won't die while in Dragoon form. Let's go for... Oh, she does have a heal. I think we freezing ring, though. So it's only got body, head, and arm. So yeah, we just stick on the head. I don't know when I last saved, by the way. I think I saved before we went through the portal, but I don't know for sure. Not bad damage. And you're going to burn final bursts just to get as high a damage as possible. Yeah, it was between him and Rose for their entity. I think we wanted on Shadow for the greater healing from that. Demon's Gate, no. I do think we just keep Astral Draining, though. If we can get it to yellow and Dragoon form, I don't mind burning a couple items to get rid of it. This feels like an optional boss fight as well. But yeah, as far as the so-and-so exposed kind of things, everyone has weak points. Everyone has things that they have can be used against them. It's not a good thing to do. Because it generally just makes everyone involved look shitty. Unless it is something that is illegal or actually deserves the hate. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. I wouldn't go out of my way to start drama. It's not a decision to be made as lightly as some of these channels do. And it's usually reaction channels. Lives remaining 9. He's not even in the yellow yet. Okay, next one is going to be Death Dimension. Maybe we can get Frightened on it. I don't think he can, but we'll try. Doubling the damage output we do would be very handy.
Death Dimension.
2D Doom.
Begone.
Begone, thought. Did he get fear on any of them? I don't think so. Like to stay as far away from possible as drama crap. Same. Wanna just have fun. We haven't gotten him to yellow yet. It's making me nervous. How much damage have we done to him? I'm thinking like 3,000, maybe more. No, that doesn't break the shadow mode. Astral Drain.
Astral Drain.
Just doing as much damage as we can. Are you in the yellow yet, my bud? For God's sake. How much life do you have? Oh, he's in the yellow finally. Yay! .504, and that should pop him out of Dragoon as well. No, it didn't. Now the question is, do I use damage items? I think I will use one. I want to save the rest for the actual, like, boss here.
Die. More and more.
Oh no, he whacked me. This is half dead. Really? It's only halfway? Can you not use weird tentacle stuff on me, bud? That would be greatly appreciated. Speed up on... We'll speed up on Dart. Probably should have used Strength up on him, now that I think about it, but still, it's fine. We'll do that next round. That or Mana Recovery. Halfway there, whoa, living on a prayer. Let's see. I think we build up our charges.
Die. More and more.
Who do I heal with, though, is the question.
Yes. Go. Hero.
'Cause she does need a heal.
Die. More and more.
We recharge fairly quickly, at least. Then I'm going to have Meru do a mana recovery on Dart as well.
Hero.
Which is going to be... Question is Moon Serenade, or I think we do a Sun Rhapsody. Cold beer and a small bottled brandy. Ugh. Someone's having a day. Can you please whack Dart instead of my fragile characters? Yeah, 200 damage is nothing for him. 40 degrees, people are insane? Yes. Whenever it gets too hot or too cold, people do tend to get a little bit loopy.
Yes. Go.
I think. Do I don't think I want to. She doesn't have any good SP combos at the moment. She's the only one that's falling behind on the rest of this. So I'm going to have you do Dragoon. I'm going to have Dart do a Dragoon as well. She's going to use it to heal herself. He's going to use it to do big fire. But yeah, drinking it whenever it's hot out is a bad idea. For anyone who's wondering, if you're wondering why it's a bad idea, it's because alcohol dehydrates you by making you need to pee more, which is bad whenever you're already hot and need to sweat to stay cool. It's basically double dehydrating you. It's also bad whenever it's cold out because, yeah, it makes you lose heat faster as well. Whenever it's cold out. Let's see. Do we have a turn on him before everything dies? I think we do. Wow. Can't even roll all 3 of her hits. Damn it. Lives remaining 4. That... Jesus. That's almost kills her. Yeah, alcohol generally best for you whenever it is a normal temperature. And even then, it's not great for you because it's alcohol. You're essentially slowly poisoning yourself. If it makes you happy and tastes good to you, that's fine. Drink some of it. But don't be like the guy that I used to work with who smelled like vodka whenever he'd sweat. So who's going to get the kill? Final burst. I don't think this is going to be the final hit on him. I think he's going to have one more. Unless I'm guessing wrong. By when we got him into the red. Oh, no, we did 1134 with that. I think that's the end of him. You bitch. Just had to have the bomb mechanics. So she's now behind a level. Eye rolling at that. You're gonna kill people in the final part of the battle just as a reaction to you getting killed? Can we not have it be blocking the XP gain? Still don't know anything about the mystery surrounding Shauna, but hey, look, we've got a room back there now. So the other way wasn't progress? This game is confusing me as which way is freaking progress. They're saying this is forward. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh, they're both to the same spot. Because we can go behind this and go out the other way. I do love how the dude in the back is just bopping to the music. Oh, thank you, game. That's such bullshit. Angel's Prayer is fine. She even has decent speed is the bad part. It's like, oh, she has good speed. Let's go ahead and make sure that she still gets hit before she gets the move. Don't get me started on Dart's speed. Dart is just like not doing anything.
Yes. Go. Madness. Hero.
You go ahead and do Dragoon healing. Should I go up and use the heal spot? Probably. Probably an unwise idea to go through this without healing. But I'm stubborn, and it's what I'll do. We not get the like shitty angle.
Astral Ray.
Yeah, I really hate the like top-down view. Not as cinematic for me. All we needed you for was a quick heal. Of course, it immediately swaps back to the godforsaken top-down view. They might be able to kill her on her turn. I probably should have blocked. Okay, you keep guarding. Oh yeah, she's over 1,000 now. You just go on the offensive.
Go. Hero.
Okay, I think we're good now to just block this guy. I don't think he has anything terrible that he can do. Worst he can do is run away. Oh no. That's so sad. But yeah, we didn't have time to guard at the end of that other fight to get her life back up, so just do what we can while we can.
Yes. Go. Madness. Hero.
Dude's not even in yellow yet. Didn't matter, we killed him. I think we can handle a boss. No guarantees, but I think we can without going back to heal. If we can't, we can just come back to this point and be like, okay, we're fine. That's why we have quick saves. Ew, it's got a thing hanging out of it. I think that's a staff. Could never tell the size of the magical power from the size of the object. The power of this staff alone has been sealing off the Divine Dragon for more than 10,000 years. Then we take this back and deploy our defense at the royal capital. The Divine Dragon will be no match for us. Yes, it will. It'll be very much a match for us. The Divine Dragon is not the same as other dragons. Even with the staff and us Dragoons, we will have reason for thanks if we can seal him back in. The Divine Dragon would never give in. They couldn't kill him either. That's why he was sealed in. Way beyond Lloyd's ability to deal with. Ah. You must have it in Mil So, don't you? The divine object with a name starting with Moon? I don't want to talk about it. It's not your business. Just focus on how you can bring the staff back now. You already lost it, didn't you? Oh, who would have thought? It's a fight to get it. Oh, no. I mean, it's like an anglerfish appendage. It was kind of obvious. The Grand Jewel.
Die. More and more.
Let's build up our stuff. You are going to go ahead and speed up yourself. Oh, he's going to cast something, isn't he? Yep. Hi, I recognize this spell. It's Light Element. And it's gonna hurt like a bitch. Well, aren't you guys jerks? I think you need to be casting stuff, and then we'll use Dart to heal. Do I use a Healing Rain? Might have to. Well, that did not do nearly as much damage as I had hoped. I think we just Healing Breeze and hope for Dragoon power to come out soon. And hope it doesn't do the freaking 700 some odd damage thing to her again.
Die. More and more.
Oh, it's Earth. For some reason, I was thinking it was light. Is that not the Earth color? We'll know in just a moment. Still not a lot of damage. Well, yeah, Rose is dead. Oh no, it's just focusing on him. That's fine. Ah! All that for nothing. Yeah, it's not even worth using the magic at this point.
Die. More and more.
Yeah, just keep it up. We'll go into full Dragoon mode. Probably with... Oh! Did we got to confuse on a boss? I did not know you could get confused on this guy. Well, she might die. Okay, items. Don't want to go into Dragoon unless I can send it into the other mode. So I guess Healing Breeze from you just to get her back up off her critical mode. Don't want to waste a Healing Rain on one person. Especially since I can't buy more of them. This will get her high enough that we can go into at least
Die.
the Yin Yang, the special mode. Please target yourself. God damn it. Oh, he leveled himself down. Which is kind of cute. You are going to go with elemental damage. And then we'll go into Dragoon mode on either Rose or... It's whoever gets first. It's either going to be Rose or... Dart. I completely forgot his name for a minute there. Dart it is. This unfortunately weakens water, which weakens Meru, but it's fine. Okay, we have no mana on Rose, so we're going to have to use Meru for healing. Let's see if this does real damage or not. And since Dart is so much slower than the rest of them, we might stick in this area for a while, so we don't have to worry about water elementals from the enemy.
Final burst.
How much damage was that? That's way better than we were doing outside of Dragoon mode. Oh, we got it yellow. We should be good then. Oh yeah, it's got a dragon block staff in its head. That sucks this mode in, doesn't it? Oh no, and we can't just force ourselves out of it, unfortunately. Let's go with a Rainbow Breath for a heal. We actually haven't seen this one, have we?
Rainbow breath.
I mean, we were near full anyway on him, so it's kind of like, I know why it only showed 60. This is another reason to give you the opportunity to get out of Dragoon mode, but it's never good. Oh! I was busy talking, game. I wasn't expecting you to just be like, nah, you sat around long enough, bitch. Oh, geez. We just don't do any damage whatsoever, do we? Yeah, almost fully charged, 25 damage. So switching into Dragoon for this was a mistake. We got some good damage off of it, but 1,000 fucking life? You son of a bitch. That's bullshit. That is just bullshit. Oh, suck it, game. Kiss my ass. Let's have a boss that keeps you from being able to use your... Oh, it's going to do water damage now, isn't it? Yep. Yay. The confused did nothing. And now I'm going to die to a one-shot. The Dragoon bad. Yeah, just as I run out of bite me game. I should have done his attack there. I don't mind it nerfing my offense. That's fine. The fact that it basically just made it so it can one-shot my characters is bullshit. Just gonna put that out there. It is complete and utter bullshit. I don't like that. Neither of them could have survived the attack even if they were at full life. Rose might have been able to survive with like 30 life. Sick. And he has infinite use of these broken ass items as well. Okay, item. Angel's Prayer, probably Meru first. Come in to see the most absolutely infuriating boss in the whole game. I won't say it's the most infuriating. It's definitely up there. See if I can keep her up long enough to use a revival item on Rose. Not at this rate. Can I have a turn? Here's hoping Dart gets a turn and I can use a rain. But yeah, between this and the boss that actually makes it so you can't... We're going to have to use a rain. I hate using these up this early. How's it going, Zacharias, by the way? It's a pretty annoying stretch of the game for a bit. Yeah. Oh, stop it with the level down shit, you son of a bitch. What am I, level 1 now? We might actually lose this fight. Because this is becoming bullshit.
Yes, go. Garnered hero.
I hate having it drain all my offense like that. That is such a ridiculous piece of crap. Power up Dart. You think it is, especially if you're a kid and rely on Dragoon shenanigans? I can definitely see that.
Die. More and more.
But you're pretty much not effective in either form against it, is the real annoying part for me. Enjoying your day off? I'm doing pretty good. And hey, you know the core mechanic of the game you've been using the whole time? Yeah, it's bad now. Also soft locks the game earlier than this. So we need to do about 1400 damage again. Against an enemy that can pretty much one-shot us.
Die. More and more.
And we can't really do any damage too.
Yes! Go! Magnet! Hero!
If he had limited uses of his abilities, it wouldn't be so bad. He has leveled us down 3 times. Now, he's got confuse on him, but he didn't ever confuse himself, hit himself.
Die. More and
Which I didn't even know you could get confused on a boss.
Yes. Yes. Hammer spin.
So we need how many more hits? Like 6 or 7
Go!
at least.
Magnet! Hero!
We don't have any more. We have 1 more healing rain. I really don't want to use that. I think we're just gonna whack him to death.
Hammer spin.
I don't have any more mana. I have 1 more damage item that will do about 200 damage. Did he just level himself up? Oh, we got leveled up. Thank you. Don't know why it has. Oh god. You just assume all bosses are immune to status effects in RPGs. There's some where I'm like, okay, this makes sense that he's prone to it, but I hate that item. So level up.
Yes! Go! Magnet! Hero!
I hate it. We've used up all of our good healing items, so if we need them later, tough luck. It's like using your mega elixirs on a mid-boss. We can get plenty of other healing items that are okay enough. It's not that big of a deal. It's just irritating to have to burn them up here because of nonsense. And the fact that he keeps using this every single bloody time. Use something that doesn't do 800 damage to me. Well, 700, sorry. And I hit that one. Game's bullshitting me at this point. Can you die? I'm hoping he'll do enough damage with his sword attack to just kill it. That's what I'm hoping right now. Best place to burn the items with infuriating boss? Yeah. But we're working on getting 50 Stardust. I might leave it at 49 just so I don't have to face that boss at this point. That wasn't enough to kill him. Yay! And this would be not as annoying if you could just drop your Dragoon mode. But you can't. So there's absolutely zero counterplay to it. You're literally nerfed for the next 4 or 5 turns. That's on me for not guessing that he was at a reasonably low amount of life. You know, the giant red marker on his face doesn't indicate he's low on life. And we're going to lose both of our side characters because of that. Which means they're not going to get XP. I'm really tempted to just load. I find it extra annoying that he's able to do so much damage to them. I mean, I know why he's doing so much damage to Rose, because she's darkness. But they have the highest magic defense out of everybody. The fact that he can do his level shenanigans and still use an item at the same time is cheap too. This is actually making me, speaking of cheap bosses, this is reminding me of that frickin' wiggly ass bastard in Kadelka. If you guys know who I'm talking about. But it's just meant to be not fun. Doesn't reduce your speed. He does that whenever I'm in physical form as well. Yeah, when I'm not in Dragoon form, he still gets the double turns. With the level up and level down effects. But yeah, the Kadelka playthrough is on the channel now. If you want to see me rage at a different boss. I mean, theoretically, I could just beat him up with Dart here, but I want Rose and Meru to get XP. Meru already missed out on one boss XP. I really don't want to have to grind to make up for it. Unfortunately, I only have one Angel's Prayer, so I get to decide. Fucking Christ. I've made the reference before, but I'm getting real antagonistic DM vibes from this. Hate it. I might redo that fight. I don't know yet. I can always just grind off screen. That totally sucked the fun out of this session for me, though. That singular boss. Let's not get back quickly. And yes, I'm not leaving this place yet. I'm trying to remember where the healing spot was. Let's say it was out here? Through the Colosseum? I'll probably grind between sessions. We might do another game tomorrow, so I have a few days to grind to make up for that boss. Watch them both attack. Oh, they didn't attack her. Sweet.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Yeah, that boss is 100% the D. Yeah. Regretting all the magic items they gave out and punishing the players for using them. I 100% agree with that one. Generally, I'm liking the game overall. Don't count this against the game itself. Me being annoyed at one boss fight is not the whole game is crap or anything like that. It's just that one boss is designed very badly.
Yes! Go!
Same thing I'll say about Kadelka whenever I finally finish that review. Other than the Wiggly boss, I actually really enjoyed that game. Even the final boss was good, although it kind of misled you.
Yes! Go!
Thankfully, I do have things I need to do where I actually have to be present at the computer, but not actually doing anything on the computer itself, where I can grind and just let OBS run on something else. that I'm working on. So it may be miserable, but I gotta be here anyway, so might as well get it done.
Die. More and more.
Yes.
But yes, grinding in this game is bloody awful because of how little XP you get. Yay, D level 5. I think that's max level. Red-eyed dragon. And our max MP of 100. It means we can cast Red-eyed dragon one time. I also need to rebuild my gold anyway, so I probably will not push it to like extremes. I'm not gonna like grind up to 45 or 50 or whatever some people would do, but I will probably get myself to at least get Meru and what's her face up to 25. Meru and Rose. And the fact that this place has a healing spot like that means I can do it here relatively easily as well. I just want to get up to the spot so I can show people where we're going to be starting next session at so they can gripe at me for not being able to find my damn way out. She one-shots that guy. That surprises me, actually. Grinding to 50? Ugh. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Go.
I don't plan to grind up that much. I might... Like, the highest I would even consider going is 30. We'll probably try to get a level before the end of stream, though. For Mr. Sparkles there, because Dart is pretty close to another level if I looked at that right. Yeah, he's at 468 out of 492. Yeah, he's about to get level 27. But because they died, they are now multiple levels behind him. Yes, this is probably going to be my final team. We've been kind of sticking with it for most of the game. I know swapping teams mid-run is absolutely atrocious in this. I do need to equip the backliners on this disc as well, just so that they can handle their solo fights. I like these guys because they sit, the little puck guys, because they sit there dancing to the music.
Yes. Go. Hero.
Honestly, if I could take Dart out of the list, I would. I'd probably go like either a Charlie's Angel kind of approach where it's the Archer and Rose and all them, or Archer, Rose, Meru. Or probably, if I could remove Dart, I'd actually consider using Hashel. Hashel, whatever his name is. The Rouge School guy. If it's the Rouge School, I'm going to go ahead and just mispronounce his name as well. But yeah, we have them a little bit behind, but we'll be fine. But I'm going to do some grinding off screen, so I'm going to send you guys off to somebody else. We might play another game tomorrow. We might play this tomorrow if I get the stuff done today. But let's see. For those of you on YouTube, that is the end. For those of you on Twitch, let's go ahead. Let's go raid a DF. We haven't raided him in a while. Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, we'll raid DF. Mainly because he's playing Serious Sam! Which is another kind of retro nod. There will be ads whenever you load into the stream. They're only 30 seconds. If you stick through them, it'll support his channel. And he's making his way through the entire Serious Sam series. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.